Hi guys, this is Shrimler Carlos. On today's video, I'm gonna give you my review of episode 1 of Daredevil: Born Again. So here we go, guys. Before I begin, this is a continuing series, continuing story of Matt Murdock as Daredevil. So it's a continuation from the Netflix series of the same name. But as we all know, Daredevil is a Marvel's property. So with that being said, guys, you're welcome, Netflix. Anyway, this is a continuation of Daredevil the series on Netflix, but with a different name. But same people, same characters. So here we go. Okay, so in the beginning, in this first episode, even though I haven't seen Daredevil, the original series from Netflix, that is now on Disney Plus as well. Here's what I here's what I can best surmise. Even though I didn't. Even though I didn't see the Daredevil series on Netflix. Now guys, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Foggy Nelson and Matt are best friends. They're best co-worker friends because they work at the same law firm. But I'm guessing in the switchover from Netflix to Disney Plus, in the timeline of the series, in the timeline of the Netflix series, Matt and Foggy lost their law firm, and they also encountered a third friend, a new girlfriend, a friend who's a girl named Karen Page, and again, this is where currently in present time, it has been more than, I want to say, 2 years or 3 years since Foggy and Matt lost their law firm, but they're still working because they found a new law firm and a new office space where they hired Karen, a lawyer too, but also another good friend. But anyway, business has been kind of down. And regarding the other side of Maddie, meaning the Daredevil side of him, he since defeating Kingpin or Fisk in in the other series, Fisk has. I'll get to Fisk in a little bit. Business regarding Daredevil has been kind of not down, but not down, but he's been focusing on other people, on other criminals besides his arch nemesis Kingpin, Fisk. Now, just a quick point on Kingpin / Fisk, which Fisk is Kingpin's real name. Kingpin is a Spider-Man villain. Yes, Kingpin. Yes, Fisk / Kingpin is a Spider-Man villain from the original series, and then the 1990 series, from the original animated 1990 series. Yes. So, you can say that Daredevil and Peter Parker are sharing the same villain. But anyway, so Maddie has been daredeviling other people besides Fisk, because, and here's where it gets a little bit funky, because if you recall, there last year, or about 2 years ago, yes, last Christmas, or about 2 Christmases ago, there was a little known Disney Plus series called Hawkeye, where we saw Kingpin, and where we saw his adopted daughter, his adopted stolen daughter that he took from her father's hands, her real father's hands, Echo. So Echo is Kingpin's adopted daughter. Now, Echo is deaf, but even though she's deaf, and which I am very proud of Echo for being deaf, not because deaf is awesome, but because I think Echo is the first deaf Marvel character in Marvel. So that's another point. Disney / Marvel, Kevin Feige, is pretty awesome, because he's including people with disabilities, which Matt Murdock is blind, which is another type of disability. But anyway, if these two characters, Daredevil and Echo, are two very awesome character advocates for my community of people that are like me. But anyway, so going back to the episode, or going back to the point that I was making in Hawkeye, at the end of the season one, we see Echo basically turn on her adopted father and shooting him, and basically blasting and shooting him, and we think that he's dead, gone, fried, dead. But he has been taking a healing sabbatical. Kingpin has. Fisk has been taking a healing sabbatical after being shot by Echo. Even though he doesn't, even though in this episode, even though Echo's name is not implied, it's kind of obvious because I think Fisk, without saying Echo's name, or in Echo's name specifically, he implies that I was recuperating from being shot, without saying shot. But I'll get to that in a little bit. So with all that being said, Fisk, now going to the Kingpin part. Fisk has been recuperating from being shot by Echo, without saying her name. Well, shot impliedly, but unimplyably by Echo. And you may ask Carlos, who would take Fisk / Kingpin's place as ruler, as the leader of the underworld of crime in New York City? Well, Vanessa Fisk, yes, Kingpin apparently has a Miss Fisk, and her name is Vanessa Fisk. Even though she doesn't have the last name Fisk, Kingpin says, "I love you. I have always loved you, Vanessa," which implies to me, which makes me think impliingly that Vanessa and Kingpin are basically man and wife of the underworld of crime of New York. So, with Fisk taking a healing sabbatical after being shot by Echo, Vanessa obviously took over the operation. But in a surprising twist, while meeting with members of the Fisk crime family, Kingpin appeared fresh as a daisy and interrupted the family crime meeting. And this is where Fisk laid out his plan. Laid out his new plan to take over New York without smelling like a suspicious fish. Fisk's plan is to run for mayor of New York, win the mayor's race of New York, and underneath the cloak and cover of his mayor blanket, he hopes to be the ruler of the criminal underworld of New York without the New Yorkers or Matt / Daredevil having a clue. So Fisk is using the cloak of the mayorship of New York to be the ruler of New York and also be the crime boss that he used to be, and regain his baldy fist of power. Fist of power. So, and of course, Maddie at this point of the episode is sad because Benny Poindexter killed stealthily killed his best friend and law partner, Foggy. Foggy, walking out of the bar with him and Paige, Karen Page, their girlfriend. A friend who's a girl, not a girlfriend, but a friend who's a girl. And obviously, Daredevil tried to stop Ben, but he couldn't. And Ben was wearing a kind of ninja suit, and basically Benny shot Foggy sniper style. In the end, Ben almost got punched to death within an inch of his life by Daredevil, but Daredevil slash Matt couldn't stop his best friend from Foggy from dying. Foggy Nelson from dying. And this is where it gets a little bit. This is where my next point gets. This terrible loss of his best friend and law partner, Foggy Nelson, makes Mad very, very sad. Very, very sad, to the point that he quits, that he kind of says, I'm taking a sabbatical. I'm taking a long-term sabbatical. Maybe a long-term sabbatical from being Daredevil. And if the people of New York need help from criminals or Kingpin, the police can handle it. New Yorkers don't need Daredevil right now. Daredevil needs a break. A sabbatical missing friend break. And Karen has moved to San Francisco, a long ways away from New York. Which, in fact, I believe, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, in Daredevil, the Netflix adaptation of this series, Karen and Maddie had a relationship, but they broke it off. But they were still cordial. They were still friendly and cordial with each other, and caring about each other, which kind of gave us hope of of could they get back together as a couple. But we would never find out because Karen moved from New York to San Francisco. So after Foggy's death, obviously Maddie went to a very deep red, color red, unread, like the color red, not like reading, depression, and he was crying tears, unread tears, that obviously he became isolated, I guess. He isolated himself. And this is where he took the rash and very unbalancing decision. Unbalancing decision to basically take a break of being Daredevil. And Karen basically distance herself from Maddie after breaking off the relationship. And you add Foggy's death. It takes a toll on Foggy's death. Takes not only a toll on Maddie, but it takes a toll on Karen. And if you combine the breakup that Maddie and Karen went through with each other, and you add Foggy's death, that can break a relationship, any friendship slash relationship. Then to top it off, Kingpin slash Fisk wins the mayorship, and every New Yorker is drinking the Kool-Aid, the Kingpin Kool-Aid, and they cheer for Kingpin winning the mayorship of New York. Meanwhile, Maddie is still Daredevil, still undaring, but he has found a new loving page, because Christine, Foggy's and his new law partner and friend set him up with a psychologist, a pretty psychologist. You can guys check me on the name because I can't remember. But anyway, it seems to go well. The first date seems to go awkwardly well because Christine had told Maddie that he was going to meet a client at a coffee shop, while she told her psychologist friend that she was going to meet her new patient slash client to basically have a therapy session. But it was all a lie. It was all a set up dating, a matchmaking date setup for Maddie's sake. And then by the second date, which we see a little bit of at the end of the episode, we see Maddie kiss Christine's psychologist friend, and very passionately, while the mayorship race results are being read, and obviously, Kingpin won, and of course, New Yorkers everywhere are basically happy, but before the announcement was made official, Maddie and Fisk had a tough coffee talk where Maddie said, I might not be Daredevil for now, but if you ever cross the line, if you dare to cross the line with my fellow New Yorkers, and citizens, and my fellow New Yorker friends, and everyone here in New York, I will be the devil. I will be the devil again. I will be the devil, the daring devil again. And Fisk said the same thing. If you dare to cross my path, with your alter ego, which is Daredevil, we will have a tough tango. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like and let me know in the comments, what do you think will happen in episode 2 of Daredevil Born Again? Do you think we will see the early scenes of baldy power of Kingpin / Fisk? And do you think Matt Murdock will get his hood, get the devil inside again? We'll get reacquainted with the devil inside of him, the daring devil inside of him. And do you think Ben Poindexter will come back and haunt Daredevil again, and get away with and basically escape from prison? And will he? And do you think he will become the main villain overall of the main secondary villain of the series? So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like and remember, it's time to get daring again. Bye.